Hi, this is Dr. Esposito from All Creatures Animal Hospital. And sometimes we have clients that ask about what happens during a wellness exam for their dogs. We've written down some of those most common questions, and my assistant here is going to ask them to me, and we'll try to answer them as best as we can. Lindsay, what's the first question?
Dr. Esposito, what does a veterinarian look for during a dog wellness exam?
So our dog wellness exams, similar if we want to think about our own wellness exams when we go to the doctor, in general, we're just trying to look and see if there's been any changes from the last time that we've seen the animal. One of the big and most important things that we ask is the history from the owner. At home, being perceptive of what the dog's doing and how we're doing at home really helps us. It helps us identify if there's been any changes. In the room, when we walk in, we look at the dog. Are they bright? Are they alert? Are they moving around appropriately? Do they look like they're sick? Do they look like they're underweight? The owners help fill us in on that, help tell us what they've been eating, how they've been eating, how they've been acting at home. And then we move on to our exam. The important things that we look at for the exam, it starts from the tip of the nose and we go down to the tip of the tail. Right, we look at everything from their nose, their skin, their ears. Right, we look at their mouth. We put our hands on them. We feel if there's any lumps or bumps. We feel if there's any arthritis. We do an arthritic exam on them. So it's a full comprehensive exam. Of course, our hands are on them. That helps us feel everything. Our ears, with our stethoscope, we help listen and see if there's any changes in their heart. Are there any murmurs or arrhythmias? We feel their pulses, we feel their lymph nodes, and we talk to the owner about these findings. And sometimes our findings in the room then piques the owner's memory into, oh yeah, we saw this at home and this seemed a little different than before. And that may help us go down a path of discussing potential causes for that and potentially looking into what may be going on.
What do I need to bring to my wellness exam?
Excellent question. So for our wellness exams, again, what we just talked about was the physical exam and the history, and that helps us determine with our eyes and our hands what's going on. But the other part of the exam, probably just as big as what we can see and feel and hear, is what's going on internally with your pet. Right, and so a couple things that we like to recommend is annual lab work, and part of that lab work typically is a urinalysis and a fecal analysis. It's very helpful if an owner can bring a urine sample and a fecal sample. We appreciate it, and your dog appreciates that, because if we have to go get it, it's kind of invasive for them.
Are wellness exams optional for dogs?
They are. Wellness exams are optional. Of course, everything's optional. But we do believe that they are in the best interest of having a happy, healthy dog. There is numerous literature out there that explains how preventative medicine, wellness exams, does help us identify things earlier, and the earlier we can identify an underlying disease and treat it, does help our dogs live a better, happier, longer life.
How long do dog wellness exams usually take?
So here at All Creatures, we really like to spend time with the owners and with the pets. In general, we allot a 30-minute appointment slot for them. Usually we run 30 to 40 minutes for a wellness exam. It probably takes us at least 15 minutes to talk to the owners and get that history that we want. And then probably at least 15 minutes for the physical exam and discuss findings, and then maybe a little bit more time to talk about things that came up during the physical exam.
How do the baseline diagnostic tests help my dog?
Yep. So baseline diagnostics in general for our wellness exams, we recommend a wellness lab panel. That lab panel usually includes a complete blood count, or CBC, that looks at things like our red blood cells and white blood cells. We also look at a chemistry panel. In general, it's a wellness chemistry panel. So it's kind of an abbreviated wellness panel that helps us look at internal organs to show us if any enzymes are off, or if we're having any trouble with our liver or our kidneys, for example. And then we also look at things that are more pertinent to our area, things like heartworm test, Heartworm disease is fairly common around here, so we recommend that every year, along with a fecal analysis for GI parasites and a urine analysis. Those are generally the testing we recommend every year.
Do you have anything else to add about wellness exams?
I think in general, I think our wellness exams, along with preventative medicine, so things like keeping our pets on heartworm prevention, are really important to providing the quality of care and the longevity to our pets as best we can. So I think an ounce of prevention is really a better quality of life for our pets. And even though there's a little bit of cost up front, I do think it saves our owners money in the long run by catching things earlier.
Thank you for answering our questions today, Dr. Esposito.
Thank you.